Isn't reading always a good thing? In his poem, A Study of Reading Habits, Philip Larkin seems to suggest that there is a wrong way to read books. Before we get into the commentary and analysis of this poem, let's read the whole thing through. A Study of Reading Habits by Philip Larkin. When getting my nose in a book cured most things short of school, it was worth ruining my eyes to know that I could still keep cool and deal out the old right hook to dirty dogs twice my size. Later, with inch-thick specs, evil was just my lark. Me and my cloak and fangs had ripping times in the dark. The women I clubbed with sex, I broke them up like meringues. Don't read much now. The dude who lets the girl down before the hero arrives? The chap who's yellow and keeps the store? Seems far too familiar. Get stewed. Books are a load of crap. Okay, first stanza. When getting my nose in a book cured most things short of school. That's a cool metaphor. A book cures everything but school. That means that everything but school, life, is a disease. From the perspective of the speaker, school can't be cured by books because you can't read there the whole time. But for the speaker, most other things just go away when you read. It was worth ruining my eyes to know that I could still keep cool and deal out the old right hook to dirty dogs twice my size. This first stanza begins with the word when. This tells us that the speaker is talking about a time in the past. When is this time? The clue to this puzzle is in the kinds of books he's reading and what problems he's trying to escape from when he reads them. Through reading, he keeps cool and fights with bad guys who are a lot bigger than he is. His problem is the bullies at school. And what's the genre he's reading? It's the action-adventure good guys versus bad guys justice books. You put these things together and you can guess that the young reader is probably in upper elementary school. And as he reads, with whom is he identifying? With the good guy, right? With the hero. In the second stanza, he starts to read a different kind of book. Later, with inch-thick specs, evil was just my lark. Me and my cloak and fangs had ripping times in the dark. The women I clubbed with sex, I broke them up like meringues. Some time has passed since the last stanza, since elementary school. His eyes are getting worse because of excessive reading. He's now into different books to escape a different kind of problem. Evil was just my lark. Evil was his thing in this stage. He reads himself into a cloak and fangs. So he's identifying with vampires. He has ripping times in the dark. That line evokes Jack the Ripper prowling through the dark streets of London, killing women. The women I clubbed with sex. The speaker imagines himself as a powerful figure dominating women sexually. Like meringues? The meringues metaphor shows that he sees women as delicate, like meringues, which are easily broken. So based on the kinds of books that he's reading, what problem is he dealing with? Or more accurately, what is the problem that he's avoiding? He's having girl trouble. They don't like him, and maybe you can see why. And he deals with this rejection by reading books that involve vampires and killers, who have some twisted control over women. Who is he identifying with? He identifies with the villain. And villains have power too. This stanza is about his reading habits when he was in high school. The final stanza takes us to his reading habits as an adult. Don't read much now. The dude who lets the girl down before the hero arrives, the chap who's yellow and keeps the store, seems far too familiar. Get stewed? Books are a load of crap. As an adult, he doesn't read much. And the key question is, why did he stop reading? The genre of book described here is not as clear as in the first two stanzas. I think it's some kind of a romantic fiction. Because of the diction, I see it as set in the American West. The scenario is very specific. The bad guy is making unwanted advances on a good girl, and the good guy eventually arrives and protects the girl and gets rid of the bad guy. In this little scenario, we've got all the characters from the previous stanzas. The hero, the villain, and the girl. And then there's a fourth character, the guy who's yellow and keeps the store. The man who stays behind the counter and does nothing to help the girl as she is accosted by the bad guy. He's yellow. That's the cowboy word for cowardly. And this is the person with whom the speaker now identifies. In the use he makes of books, to escape his problems, he always identifies with one of the characters. It's the only way he knows how to read. So, unbeknownst to the speaker, he no longer likes to read for this reason. All his life he has used books to escape reality. And that was well and good for a time, but he could not maintain the disconnect between his imagined world and the real world. The speaker's glasses symbolize his escape. With thicker lenses, it suggests a more intense withdrawal from reality. This poem is a great example of dramatic irony. We know something that he does not. He says that books are a load of crap. We know that the books are not the problem. He says that books are a load of crap because they no longer provide him with an escape from life like they once did. Instead, now they actually bring him into the truth about himself. And he doesn't like to see this truth. And ironically, he blames the book. Books are a wonderful way to escape the stresses of life, but that's not all that they are. Life is meant to be lived, and not to be avoided. Good literature can contribute to living. Even those books that seem like escape books, the good ones anyway, take us, sometimes in a roundabout way, into the truth about ourselves and the world. That's what they did to him. Anyway, happy reading. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.